Alright, race ready 78 coming at you with this parking lot of Hot Wheels NASCAR 2003 physics. We'll be looking at 55 Bel Air. We talked about frontal area, drag coefficient, the shape of the body, mass versus the horsepower. Gonna take you up to the top speed or approximately to the top speed. But we're gonna talk about inertia values, and those are the tendencies of the chassis to rotate on the XYZ axis. So you're gonna have roll, pitch, and yaw, three different names, three different directions in which the body is going to tend to rotate, and we'll compare that stuff to our 2003 Hot Wheel prototype. Completely two different cars in real life. One is a tubular chassis, whatever. There is a formula in real life for calculating all that crap, and the way it works, you need to imagine that the chassis is a single block of metal or brick or whatever kind of matter that where the mass is distributed equally, and the mass is equal all throughout the shape, and it's going to have its width, length, and height. You could see that, and using those values we could calculate how much this block is going to tend to rotate on all three XYZ axes. For those of you that cannot imagine that happening, I made an inertia box. Dun 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 dun, dramatic drum roll. I made it by myself. Yep. And we're gonna put this 1955 Bel Air, almost, into the inertia box. And this will, if you couldn't see that, picture that in your head before, now you definitely can. And this is our inertia box for our 1955 Chevy Bel Air. Imagine that if 2003 car was inside that box, you would have felt differently, right, from the 1955, especially if both cars were real cars and not Hot Wheels. Anyhow, now using this formula and the dimensions, we're gonna calculate all the stuff in another video in the second part, and I'll explain how to run the formulas, and then I'll explain the theory on how to interpret all the numbers that you get. Anyway,